Truly mastering the art of communication is a learned and a practiced skill.
Deep breath. Here they come. Get the job done. 5 away. 4, 3, 2. Wheel straight. Put on the brakes.
A skilled leader blends communication and teamwork with such flawless precision that it impacts his team to drive results so they can ultimately achieve any goal. Adapting your personal style to meet the needs of those you're connecting with will take you straight to victory lane. The inability to adapt? Hi, I'm Dan Collette. Are you in distress at work or maybe in your personal life because people just won't listen? Do you find yourself at odds with personality conflicts? Or maybe your audience is just not receptive to your ideas? What if you had the power to adapt your personal communication style to meet people's needs, not only in the workplace, but also at home? Even with your kids. What if you could recognize personality traits and connect with everyone in the room? Or simply communicate an amazing idea that immediately sinks in? Our Process Communications Model, or PCM workshop, can dramatically change the way and how you communicate. Understanding that it's not what you say, but how you say it. PCM provides you with what you'll need to successfully connect and influence others, increasing productivity and profitability.
Communication is important because organizations are made up of nothing other than people. And miscommunication occurs hundreds of times a day.
Day by day, I watch leaders as they walk through their organizations, and it's small things that cause the miscommunication to occur. A dismissive glance, a failure to acknowledge someone, a tone of voice that shuts somebody down, a demand being made when somebody is eager to share their thoughts and opinions, but nobody gives them the opportunity to do so. That kind of distress just shuts down all creativity.
When we learn how to communicate effectively, we also learn how to invite the best from others. So we're not just communicating to them, we're inviting them, really inviting them to engage with us. And that is how we have the impact that we want to have.
Process is all about words, tones, gestures, posture, and facial expression. And what that is, and all of that is how we say what we say. As a matter of fact, if you think about the world at large, life is little more than a series of relationships. So when you think about leading people, the one thing we would want people to think about is we would want to have them think about whether or not they're connecting. And the one thing to think about when they're connecting is, are they bringing the words, tones, gestures, posture, and facial expression that is appropriate to the person and the situation?
The challenge we find with the process of communication in businesses is that most of us are in distress at least a little bit every day.
Teams are becoming more and more important in business, but the reality is not all of us are equipped to communicate with teams.
Think of when you've gone into an office place and you have tried to greet somebody with a smile and they failed to even acknowledge you. Recognize where your own thought process goes for the next few minutes. What did I say that offended them? Are we at odds? Do they not like me anymore?
How much time is wasted? And what's the return on investment of human capital when distress is present? When all of a sudden communication is not occurring? Well, at that point, we have to suspend because we're wasting time, energy, and precious resources that too often organizations just allow.
PCM is all about engaging people. When we are effective in our communication, we then can invite others to communicate with us.
We want people to think about how they say what they say, a whole lot more than worrying about what they say.
This workshop helps people understand not only what they're saying, but more importantly, how they're saying it, so they can have the impact that they want to have, and they can have the impact from a leadership perspective.
We know that training by itself doesn't work. However, life-changing experiences do. We invite you to click on the link below and connect with us for our next PCM workshop.